Mastery is a form of activism and a form of resistance. And that's the kind of discipline it takes to leave a legacy like this.
Artist Equa Holmes is talking about the late John Wilson. The Museum of Fine Arts in Boston is presenting the largest ever exhibit of his work, Witnessing Humanity, the Art of John Wilson.
In a few lines, he is able to describe not just an object or a person, but an emotion.
Born in Roxbury in 1922, Wilson was a graduate of the School of the Museum of Fine Arts and a beloved professor at Boston University. Global recognition for his work is long overdue, says Edward Saywell.
We wanted this exhibition to center John Wilson back into the canon of art history.
Saywell is the MFA's chair of prints and drawings and co-curator of the exhibit.
His portraits, his focus on family and friends is about giving gravitas, giving dignity to individuals that had not had that chance in the history of art.
On display are 110 works covering 6 decades of Wilson's life, starting at age 18. Wilson did it all: sculpture, paintings, drawings.
So this is a picture of me. I was around 5.
Dr. Erica Wilson is his daughter.
He was relentless in his need to create images, quite disciplined, at the same time with an incredible kind of exuberance and ability to improvise.
But one of the things I love about it are these strong arms that have created sort of a frame around the child.
Holmes is a longtime friend of the family.
He was one of the giants of my era. His generosity extended beyond his family, beyond his students, to the larger community.
Wilson passed away in 2015. This exhibit runs through June before moving on to the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York.
The narrative that goes through his whole life, the importance of community and family, his insistence on the humanity of Black people and the community he came from, is a message that is timeless and also quite important for where we are right now.
Romance is in the air in Harvard Square.
Valentine's Day is our Super Bowl.
Lovestruck Books is ready to sweep you off your feet.
I love it, it's so cute.
A first of its kind in the Boston area, says owner Rachel Cantor.
We primarily focus on romance novels, but we also have a general fiction section, kids section, and sometimes I get a little bit of like a raised eyebrow about that, but my answer to that is that lots of people who read romance have kids, myself included.
Inspired by her own passion for the genre,
I've always loved romance. It was like my dirty little secret when I was growing up. And then as I got older, I just became more and more open about the fact that like, this is what I enjoyed reading.
and with 12,000 titles on the shelves,
there's so many different types of romance books.
Lovestruck caters to everyone, from seasoned romance lovers
When you're reading and when you're in a romance book, you just forget about everything else that's going on.
to readers looking for their first literary spark.
She talks about it all the time, so I'm interested in kind of giving it like a perspective. I'll give it a shot.
Romance novels are finally getting the attention they've desired.
During the pandemic, the romance genre really had an explosion in popularity. Book sales just went up, but especially romance, and it's because you're guaranteed to get a happy ever after. And I think people were really looking for that coming out of the pandemic.
Just how big is romance? The New York Times reports sales have doubled since 2020, with 39 million romance books flying off the shelves last year.
What type of response have you gotten?
It has been unbelievable. We've had lines around the corner on the weekends. The world is hard right now. It's a little bit of escapism.
Also on site, a George Howell coffee cafe and a soon-to-open wine bar. But for now, Lovestruck is stealing hearts with its cozy vibe and love-themed merch, perfect for indulging in a romantic read.
I really wanted it to be welcoming. I wanted it to feel kind of like those Parisian cafes that you see that have like the beautiful flowering entrances. My dream is to have a wedding here. I'm just putting that out there in the world.
And Rachel's favorites, Emma and Sense and Sensibility, and their modern retellings. Of course, they're great ones, obviously. Also, she says that the romance genre is finally getting the recognition it deserves for its depth and its quality.
Yes, and back to the John Wilson exhibit. His collection is actually smaller than you might expect. He was busy. He was an illustrator before he was a professor at BU, and at that time he was paying a lot of attention to his students.
All right, still ahead. Are you wearing the right color